So school violence is a pretty big deal, and especially when it happens over something that happens in cyberspace. That's exactly what happened in China recently when a school kid ran into a classroom when everybody was in class and stabbed a schoolmate 30 times in 20 seconds because he was being teased over what happened in World of Warcraft. And now today to talk about this with me is Chang from Off the Great Wall and Matt Gnaizda. So Dan, what are your thoughts about this case?
Well, you know, a lot of people are going to ask, was video games the cause of the violence? Well, for me, I would say no, because video games is not going to make you want to stab somebody. Addiction to video games and somebody messing with that addiction is going to make you, it made you ultimately go crazy enough to do something where you kill somebody else.
Yeah, so apparently this case happened because the schoolmate that got stabbed, apparently he kept hiding the computer and the mouse of this guy, so basically messing with him so he wasn't able to play.
You sort of take it from the video game world to the real world.
Yeah, and in fact, you know, even in America, people play video games in every country, right? But the correlation between deaths related to video games, it's a little bit off. You would think that, for example, in China, where there's more people statistically who are addicted to video games than America, wouldn't it be said that they commit more of these crimes? But it's not the case, because in America, we have people who shoot up schools and hurt each other because of this as well, and they're statistically they play less video games.
I mean, there hasn't been any study that's established sort of a cause and effect relationship between playing video games and aggression or violent behavior. I mean, some studies have shown that right after playing video games, there's like a very short term, people are a little more aggressive, but there's nothing that's linked it to like long-term violence or long-term violent behavior. Yeah. So, the question is is there a cause and effect? It's definitely not established on a large scale, and there really hasn't even been enough violence like this to do a really rigorous study. But
I hope there isn't that many instances to actually have that study done.
Right. I mean, actually, there's a lot. I was reading. There was in 2003 in America. Basically, what happened was this kid by the name of Devon, Darnell, Thompson. This is a huge story. He basically killed hijacked a police car, took the gun, killed other 3 police cars, and at the end, when he was arrested, he said, "Hey, life's a video game. Sometimes."
It sounds like, what video game could this be?
Right. Of course, Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
So, and actually, what ended up happening was the families of the murdered victims sued Sony and the makers of the video game because it was very clear that this kid was basically alluding to like, hey, life's a game.
Very specifically to the video game.
What was the outcome, do you know?
He got life. He got sentenced to death by legal injection. So he was committed and everything. So of course people would say, yeah, look, Grand Theft Auto made him do that. For me, again, this is more of an addiction.
If you shot someone with a machine gun, could you sue oh, I'm the Terminator? Could you sue someone oh, I was trying to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I should sue Arnold Schwarzenegger? I mean, that's kind of going a little bit far.
Exactly. But also, of course, people are going to try to seek damages. Like in other instances where people have died because they're playing, say, like World of Warcraft or StarCraft, the makers of that game have issued an apology saying, although it's basically trying to cover their butt. But in any case, this is sad. This is heinous crime that's happened. Is it related to video games? Yes, it's related. Is it caused by them? Probably not. I think that people should do a better job educating their kids.
So you really think it's up to the parents to make sure their kids aren't on the computer 24/7?
Absolutely. I mean, look, I played tons of video games when I was little. Hold on, let me check. But in a lot of this stuff, I don't know about you, Matt. Like, what were your experiences playing when you were little video games?
I played like Mario, Zelda,
Did you ever get mad enough to want to beat up somebody?
Well, my brother and I would fight, but we would
actual kind of hitting or actual I'm gonna hurt you.
No, not really serious.
You ate my mushroom. I'm gonna.
Yeah, like in most, that would be what it is. But I mean, also, I think really it's like people who already have very violent tendencies may tend to play violent video games, may also tend to be more likely to commit some sort of crime like this. So
absolutely,
it's not like you can't even relate it to what you or me was like growing up.
Yeah.
It's not really the same issue.
So what do you think? Do you think these video games are making people do this? Do you think there should be some kind of study to see whether these games are having a negative impact on our kids? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe and like us.